Welcome to another episode of Nirvana Live, where price action is our language and precision is our watchword. And as usual, we'll be looking at what we have for intraday plays on different assets from currencies and commodities. And during the last session on Tuesday, we had some setup which are still currently live. So without wasting much of our time, let's pan towards the charts and see how these trades are playing. First, let's go towards the USD JPY chart. So on my screen is USD JPY. So this was the setup for from Tuesday and currently still in play. Yes, currently still in play. Respecting the last feed, coinciding with the Bolinga. Yeah. So from Tuesday, this was what the setup was like, and vivid looking at this chart, this is a bullish trend and plotted the fib accordingly. So it's traced into the fib levels and you respected the last one, that's 75% fib level. And on my screen is how price has been playing for quite a number of days now. So here, so anticipation is for price to get to so here is the take profit, the anticipated take profit on the 4 hour. This is this zone. Let's see what the in fact price could surge all the way to the daily Bolinga here. So but sometimes we don't know events that will disrupt or distort price action. So it is better off that we try as much as possible to salvage the little we can before price turns against us. So I'm anticipating the price gets to this level, the Bolinga on the 4 hour time frame. This is more like a long-term trade. Yeah, because well, I mean you never can tell what can happen in the next few minutes due to volumes and number of participants. So right now I'm anticipating price in the region of 156.989, and that's where the Bolinga is at on the 4 hour. So let's look at GBP JPY. Same thing from last week from Tuesday. So we identified that the trend has been bullish. So we plotted the previous week's low to the current week's high. And if you had entered earlier from here, this was the markup region. Definitely from Tuesday, you should be in profit by now. If you've been following the Nirvana live on YouTube, you were on sit with me on Tuesday, you should be in profit by now if you had entered GBP JPY because it's currently in profit. So looking at this was the entry. Yeah, this part. So let's look at where it reacted on the 15. Yes. So it retraced here on Tuesday towards the zone. You can see gave a confirmation here. If you're not convinced enough, you can decide to enter here, and then ever since it's been on the rise, it's been surging. Yeah, it's been surging. Same as BTC. Look at this. So this was the plotting on Tuesday. It respected this Bollinger here, coinciding with the 61.8% feed level, and it's surged all the way up, and we're currently at 90K mark for BTC. So that's why it's important to be a part of our trading community as well. Because earlier, before coming online on Tuesday, the setup, the signal, and the anticipated direction was dropped live on trading club to be precise. So for those that are actively trading and seeking to better their approach to trade, Nirvana Trading Academy is one very good place to be, and to be a part of a community, physical community. All you need to do is to walk into our office at number 3 Mike at Jabi, Abuja, and to be a part. On our screen is our partner broker, Trade 24/7. Scan the QR code and try to sign up. So BTC is up from, look at the markup from this zone. You can see, just take a look at this. Look at this. Look at the reaction here. This zones is just telling you to anticipate, like it's more like a resistance zone. Initially got here, rejected, got here, rejected, again, try to push up, and then later price declined on getting to that same region. That region, looking at this chart, this region coincide with the Bollinger and then the 61 zone, and ever since it's been on the rise. So BTC as well played out perfectly nice. USD card, this is an invalidation right now. It's not looking nice at all, and probably this one must have hit the SL, yeah, USD card, because it retraced quite alright, but you know, you must have entered here. Look at the markup I had here. So SL definitely. So it's not looking valid. Let me take it out of my chart. In fact, this played out nicely while on sit that very day. It was a quick one actually, but looking at this price retrace, it was along this path. This is the 50% fib level and definitely the Bollinger. So it's been surging all the way since Tuesday. How about Nasdaq 100? Same. Look at this region. Pinpoint. Just this is all sniper, but at the same time, it was quick. So let's look at the 5 minutes how it reacted. So, okay, from the lows, we plotted to the highs of that day on Tuesday and retraced into the fib levels. Now take a look at this. This was the first one, which reacted here, and then on seeing this, look at this zone, coinciding with this fib level, gave a confirmation here, SL hit it definitely, and ever since it's been on the rise. Look, Nasdaq 100 played perfectly well as well. So The last one is Euro JPY. So looking at this one right now, it's still hovering around the region and definitely take profits. Looking at this, okay, this was my take profit that very day. Still looking like you might get a take profit, but right now trade is in profit. If you allow me on Tuesday, by now it should be in profit on Euro JPY. Let's look at gold, see how gold is playing. Okay, gold is let's see, gold is playing. Okay, let's see what we can get from gold. I think earlier gold on the day so far. Let's look at what the day so far was like for gold. Let's plot it together. So look at this for the day so far. Let me increase my screen for you guys to see. So for the day so far, for gold, you know, we've had. Let me go through the 1 hour time frame so that you can see what I'm trying to show you. So looking at this for quite a number of days now, here gold has been consolidating within a particular range. That's 4171, and looking at this up, down, up, down, up, down. So this chart, this particular plotting you're seeing is the last week's low to this week's high, and it's been respecting this Bolinga and the first fib, that's the 38.2% fib level. So in that order, gold has been consolidating within this range. So for the day so far, more like an approach, so you don't stay long on a particular on gold trade. That's why I decided to show you how you can try to salvage something off the day. So let me plot it, and so this is how it looks right now for the day so far. Now, after the Asia London session, this is currently the New York session. And before then, gold has been on a surge. So I try to see where I can come in, basically. So the lows and then the highs of the recent high before the London session, before the New York session rather. So plotting this, we got this, we got this, yes, we got this. So surge and then it started acting like it doesn't want to go anymore. But that's more like a retracement. So retracement is like a second chance, more like an opportunity for you to jump on a particular trend to the destination. And that destination is usually targeted at 1 hour and sometimes 4 hours. So right now, this is a particular bullish trend retraced a little, coinciding with this level, the 61 level. And as you can see, look at the reaction here. This is the 5 minutes time frame. So look at the reaction here. It got to this zone and then it picked up again. So look at the cluster here. We have the 61% fib level and then the mid Bolinga. So look at the reaction. It's surging. The price is currently on a surge right now. It's increasing in price. So right now we're looking at the 1 hour for a tick profit. So it's possible that we'll get it's possible that gold price will test this zone. That's 4171 right now. To be able to understand some of this tweaking on fee levels and understanding how price react to certain levels. It's simple. No man is an island, definitely. We are just trying to get better at what we do every other day. And in a community where you have like minds, people of same interests, you can always come around our training floor, the Trading Academy, office located at number 3 Mike Akibiwe Jam, Abuja. So we meet like minds, people like myself, other traders, pros, share insights, share ideas, and get better at what we do regularly. So, so currently, gold is still respecting region and playing out nicely as expected. So, so not much on this side for today. So okay, let's look at BTC. How can we come in right now? BTC has been on the search since Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see what we can do again on BTC to see if we can still jump on something. But currently, this is the 4 hour, looking like we have an exhaustion. Let's look at daily to see if we do have an exhaustion in particular. So look at this. We have space to the upside on the daily time frame for BTC. So let's mark this region to see. So there's a possibility, and there's even a possibility for it to get here. But then this is trading. You don't know what will happen before then. So you just have to take it one step at a time. You don't rush it. You don't assume that price will get here because you don't even own the market. You don't. We are just retailers. We're just trying to see if we can get from a particular surge or from a particular pivot that is bullish or bearish trend. So the whole idea is for you to just jump in and scoop some profit off a particular. So right now for BTC, I'll be looking at, let me see, still bullish for quite a number of days now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For past 7 or less than 5 or 6 days, and bullish. And see, but BTC has been bearish. This is more like a pullback or retracement, but on the lower time frame, you can definitely get something. So this is what it looks like right now. Where can we come in? So right now, since it's a bullish trend on the lower time frame, intraday plays, let's see what we can do for BTC today, right now. So look at where it started surging from. There was a consolidation, 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 and then all of a sudden there is a breakout and off, up, up, up it goes. So now let's pick our zone where it started pulling up from here to see now here. Now looking at this chart, there is an overlap of the Bollinger and the 50% feed level. So giving us that information there that there's a possible cycle of completion here. So where's your region of concern? The region of concern is this zone here right now. Here, zone. So you'll be anticipating probably a retracement into this level, and then you don't just jump in on this one. You pan towards the lower time frame for 5 minutes to see how price will react when it gets there. So this is our anticipated region, this zone. And then again, here, look at the pricing here before a possible push back up. So you will be as expected, you'll be patient for price to get here to see where you can come in. So you'll be looking at the 5 minutes for a bullish candle formation, be it the hammerhead, engulfing, and the likes. So let's try as much as possible to stick by particular idea that we have. So at Nirvana, this is how we treat. We don't treat probably reversal or catch a particular trend when it's starting. The whole idea, because we are just retailers, is that we should just identify a particular trend, like I always emphasize, and then you try to jump in when it gives you an opportunity. That is the second chance. So that's that for BTC. I'll be looking at price when it gets to that level. Gold is still playing, still moving around, looking like it wants to break out to the upside. So proper close. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. So there's a possibility that gold actually gives us that breakout we're anticipating here. Because looking at this is a very strong zone. This zone where we are currently. This 4160 levels, 4158. Very, very strong region. So a break of that zone, a proper close, a proper bullish close above that region will be the fastest of this next resistance, probably here, you know, and beyond. So to get a proper view of that, you need to use the bigger time frame. So let me do some of these things. So there's a possibility that it gets here when it breaks out of the zone. So when it breaks the zone, there's a possibility that it gets to the zone. And it might be today, it might be tomorrow, it might be next week. But right now, let's anticipate for something in the interim. So you can see consolidation, consolidation, up, down, probably up again here. So that's that for gold. Lest I forget, let's look at what's in the markets and the fundamentals from Forex Factory. All right. So gold and copper rise on Fed easing bets. Precious and industrial metals gain as traders increase expectation of a December rate cut, following dovish signals from Federal Reserve officials. Gold and copper advanced while silver also posted strong gains. Softer US jobless claims, falling to their lowest level since mid-April, did little to shape views on upcoming policy easing. So the effect is growing conviction around Fed cut is boosting demand for metals, supporting prices across commodities complex. Global stock extend winning streak. Global equities continue their recovery as expectation of earlier Federal Reserve rate cuts fueled investors' optimism. The MSCI All Country World Index rose for a fifth straight session, trimming it in November decline to just 0.4% after being down nearly 4% earlier in the month. April and Asia markets, European and Asia markets posted mild moves while US trading was paused for Thanksgiving. What's the effect of this? Improved rate cut expectations are lifting risk sentiment and supporting a broad-based rebound in global equities. Bitcoin rebounds above 90K dollar mark. Bitcoin climbed back above 90,000 for the first time in almost a week, recovering from a months-long sell-off as risk assets broadly strengthened and market volatility continued to ease. The move was supported by renewed inflows into BlackRock's US Bitcoin ETF, which ended its streaks of redemption, with liquidity still thin ahead of Thanksgiving break and no signs of fresh forced selling. Traders are cautiously pushing price higher. Like I said, on our chart, there's a possible, that's definitely, it's looking like a retracement. So just gear up, position yourself properly, and try to see where you can come in. So the markup is there. on for BTC. So that's the whole idea. Retracement is just an opportunity for you to jump in and then be a part of the surge to the upside. So, so sentiment is improving with buyers regaining some control, but thin holiday liquidity may limit strong moves. Well, so then let's see if the retracement will hold and give us that opportunity. Oil slips ahead of OPEC plus talks. Oil pulled back as market tracked US diplomacy on the Ukraine war and awaited this weekend's OPEC plus gatherings. Brent fell below $63, while WTI over near $58, with traders assessing how talks led by US convoy Steve Witkoff might affect future crude flows. So for our Nirvana daily watch list, we have gold bullish, Nasdaq bullish, US 30 bullish, S&P 500 bullish. So let's go back to our chart and see what this information has been like on the chart. S&P 500 bullish all day. So for the most part of the day, has it been? Yeah, it's been consolidating. So expectation is that look at the thin bowling gap, still hovering just within that range. There should be a breakout to the upside. Yeah, and then let's look at Nasdaq as well. For the most part of the day, it's been like same as the S&P 500. Same. So that's that on fundamentals. And let's just observe gold. Let's observe gold and see how it plays out of the day. Probably if there's an opportunity for retracement, try to plan towards the 1 hour time frame, the 15, the 5, so that you can. And if you don't know how to use the FIB, the office space, our trading floor is open to enthusiasts, pro traders, and those that are just getting better at trading. So here in our office, here at the trading floor, you have the opportunity to meet like minds traders who can get you inclined with your approach to trading. Most traders find it very difficult to enter a trade. That's what we try to fine tune here at the Trading Academy. The entry, the precision, and all of that. So So it's official for the young Nigerians who wants to join the military to fight for the country. Form is now open for you all. Let's take a look at Forest Factory and see what we have. No very key fundamentals today. And tomorrow, same as tomorrow, only for Canadian dollar. So for every pair, it's a Canadian dollar. You just have to be careful while trading that tomorrow. So just that. Nothing very important this week. So gold is still consolidating. Consolidating. You will break out from that zone. So, so let's be watchful. It's giving an opportunity right now for an entry for buy to the upside, but I guess it's too late for intraday traders. But then, if you want to risk it, find a comfortable place to put your SL, know exactly how much you like to lose, and see if you can be profitable at the end of the day. So but right now, we got to 4159, 4160. That region, the seriously resistant region, and you rejected it back down. So watch. continuously to see if that zone, this particular zone, will be broken. This one, as you can see, it needs to break to the upside. Higher highs, lower lows, higher highs, lower lows. Maybe you can get something, but just keep watching it. It's important. 1 hour time frame. So still watching go play do his thing. If it's going to get here today, I'm expecting that big breakout. Still hovering. So we are anticipating that breakout of that zone and then we get the fastest of this Bolinga. That's 4169 there about big nine. So that's what we have right now. So that's an invalidation for now, rejected, and road is still over and around that um, support and resistance, no breakouts. Exactly. BTC. So currently, BTC is retracing, and like I said, it's a region of concern on the bigger time frame, the 1 hour. Let's see the region coincide with the middle gap and the 50% fee level. So sure we're keeping tab on that zone, and on the lower time frame, we're looking at the kind of formation that will inform us if to shoot or not. So before I go, let me state again on our Nirvana watch list, we have gold bullish, look for retracement support level to enter the buy from. Nasdaq, it has been bullish for quite a number of days now. US 30 as well, and S&P 500. So my favorite trade for the day before we call it the close of another session is BTC. Currently, BTC is undergoing some form of retracement. So stay sharp, observe the charts, and towards lower time frame to get a confirmation before you go long. Thank you once again for joining me on this session. See you tomorrow, same time, same YouTube channel, Ivana Trading Academy. Our office is located at number 3 Mike Akibiwe. Find your way to becoming profitability by joining our community here at Nirvana Trading Academy. From me, I'll say do have a good evening. Bye for now.